Hello everyone, it's Diego Doom here and I'm bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Black RX. Kamen Rider Black RX originally aired in 1988 and is the direct sequel to Kamen Rider Black. Kamen Rider Black RX follows the exploits of Kotaro as he battles the Crisis Empire. One thing to also note, Kamen Rider Black RX was the first Kamen Rider to make it to America, which was labeled Masked Rider. Now, this show, the Americanization of Kamen Rider, turned out to be abysmal as far as it comes to the sub-character plot. So I highly recommend you stick to the original show and stay well away from the Americanized Masked Rider show. It is absolutely terrible. But nonetheless, though, SH Figuarts has created another great figure here. Kamen Rider Black RX has great articulation, great paint applications, and a fantastic sculpt. So this figure does not disappoint, and it's a very important piece to pick up just for its historical value. So it's pretty neat and very cool. So first, let's check out Kamen Rider Black RX's accessories. Okay, let's check out Kamen Rider Black RX's accessories. So Kamen Rider Black comes with 3 pairs of hands and then his Revolcane sword, or his beam sword here. So the first pair of hands that Kamen Rider Black RX comes with is, he has his holding hands here, and these are very nicely sculpted here. Let's get some focus going. Very nicely sculpted. It maintains that hard glove-like appearance like all the other Kamen Rider figure gloves here. So pretty neat, pretty cool. Nice detailing here on the inside, if you can see that. Right here in the palm, pretty cool. And these attach like all SH Figuarts figures via a ball joint. So these are pretty cool. Then next you have his open hands, or his kind of grabby claw type hands here. So these are nicely sculpted. They definitely maintain that glove-like appearance. So these are very nice, very cool, and very neat. Pretty cool. Then you have your chopping hands here, which is fairly standard. Now these do resemble the Henshin hands from Ichigo and Nigo, so that's pretty cool. But, you know, these are just his standard chopping hands. But once again, very nice detailing, as you can see in the fingertips, each little notch on the fingers. Very neat, very cool. And then lastly, you have Kamen Rider's Revolcane or Revolcane. Please let me know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. But just this beam saber here, very neat, very cool. Very accurate to the show here, because I think this spun inside when he used the attack. His final, I think it was a Revolcane finish or something like that. So this is definitely neat and definitely cool here. And you have this nice blue translucent blade on the end. Now this isn't sharp or hard, it's rounded off at the end, and it's not made out of die cast, so that'd be pretty cool. It might be a little bit overboard though for this to be made out of die cast, and plus it probably wouldn't even be appropriate. But nonetheless, this is a very neat and very cool accessory. So it definitely complements and rounds out the character very well. So kudos. Very cool. So with the accessories out of the way, let's check out the Kamen Rider Black RX figure itself. Okay, now let's review the figure itself. So, one thing to note, Kamen Rider Black RX, this is one of the earlier releases in the SH Figuarts line. So you're going to notice a couple of innovations that aren't there that are in the present figures now. But nonetheless, what he lacks doesn't diminish the figure's value by any means at all. It's still a fantastic figure. And for the most part, you know, you can see where it's a work in progress as far as where they've gone for the hip joints and everything. So it's very neat, very cool. So let's check out RX's head articulation. We'll start with that first. So the head articulation is very limited due to the fact that he has this collar here. So, but he can turn his head to the left and to the right a little bit. No real forward and back movement, but that's okay. As far as the sculpt here, and one thing to note, and I didn't mention it in my Ichigo and Nigo review, but with all the Kamen Riders, they have this very, very nice, very neat, and very cool compound eyes. You can see how nice that is. There's like material underneath, as well as I guess like a translucent piece on top. So their eyes for all the Kamen Rider figures are very, very, very nicely done. So that is a very nice detail to have in these figures, and it really makes them stand out and very pop. Kind of like with the Ultraman, having that chest piece is just a nice accent that really just brings the figure home. So it's pretty neat, pretty cool. As far as the arm articulation here, what you have this shoulder joint here, the shoulder flap, which moves with the arm to give you that seamless pose so there's no raw joints exposed. So it's pretty neat and pretty cool. So the arm come out this much. Also here, there is some shoulder joint, a crazy shoulder joint, so he can definitely move his arms around. So he has a very nice shoulder joint here. Got forward, back, up, down. Very nice motion there. Arm can go out about this far. And then he has some upper bicep movement, so you can twist that arm. Pretty cool. Then his arms here, they do bend. I wouldn't say this is a true double joint because normally the double jointed elbows will have the arm go back even further. But nonetheless, it's still nice though, because this is an early release, so I kind of look at it as a work in progress. So that's pretty cool. Then the hands are on a ball joint and they do spin. Pretty cool, pretty neat. In the waist area here, he doesn't necessarily have an ab crunch motion, but just his upper chest can move here. His waist can move here a little bit. So there's no extra movement here in the top of the chest, and you have your abs here. So just one upper body movement there, but that's still cool. Then here in the waist, we're all used to the SH Figuarts hip joints here, and I guess since this is initial release, he doesn't have that pull down joint to extend his range of motion in his legs, but his legs still have a nice range of motion right there. He can kick out to the side about that far, then kick his leg forward about this far. So that's still a fantastic range of motion and stuff. So there's nothing wrong with this figure at all. I definitely recommend you pick this one up. In the knees here, they are double jointed like all Figuarts figures. So that's a very nice double joint. Cool and done seamlessly. Then in the toes here, the foot is not on a ball joint. It's more like on a, I don't know what you'd say, maybe a latch joint. I'm not really sure. But the foot is articulated pretty far just for that forward back motion. Then the toes are articulated here too. Bend those just a little bit. Not much, but just a little bit. And I kind of feel like the feet might be die cast, but I could be wrong. I only base it off the fact that the feet are always cold to the touch. So these may or may not be die cast, but nonetheless, it still works well with the figure. So it's pretty cool. And let's kind of look at the detailing here on Black RX, because he's pretty unique and definitely cool here. You can see here in the head, let's see if we can get some focus here. That nice detailing in the eyes. Very nice detailing, a little dusty here. Very, very nice detailing, the RX symbol here. Chest piece, henshin belt. Very nice, very neat, and very cool. So, the Figuarts line, they do not skip out on the details, even if the characters aren't that detailed themselves. They make sure it's definitely accurate, and I really appreciate this one because, this is a pretty important piece as far as it comes with, Kamen Rider in America, and, this was a pretty unique show in itself. So this is a very great figure, and I highly recommend you definitely pick this one up. So with the figure review out of the way, let's go ahead and wrap up the review. SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Black RX is another great entry in the SH Figuarts line. Kamen Rider Black RX has great paint applications, a great sculpt, and fantastic articulation. So this figure is very neat and very cool. I highly recommend you pick this one up, if not for its neatness and coolness, also its historical value, because this is the first introduction of Kamen Rider to American audiences. Though it didn't turn out too well, that's still alright. This is a great figure, and it's a cool show. The original show was very cool. So definitely check the original show out if you can, but also pick up this figure because it's very neat and very cool. This has been another review by Diego Doom. Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe.